The sky turns green, and somewhere behind the clouds, something is starting to rotate. An EF5 tornado can carry winds over 200 miles per hour. That's faster than a Formula One car at full speed. Most people think the danger is the wind itself. It isn't. The real danger is what the wind is carrying. Dr. Ted Fujita, the Japanese-American meteorologist who created the scale used to rank tornado strength, spent decades studying tornado damage patterns. His research showed something unexpected. Tornadoes don't just push objects, they turn ordinary things into projectiles. A 2x4 board at high enough wind speed can pierce a concrete wall, which means the danger isn't only the storm, it's everything the storm picks up along the way. So if outrunning it isn't realistic, what actually is? Here's the first strange fact. Tornadoes rarely move in a straight line. They wobble, they skip, they can change direction in seconds, which means the instinct to drive away from one can put you directly in its path. The National Weather Service has documented cases where drivers move toward danger while trying to escape it. So how do you know which way it's actually going? Watch the base, not the funnel. If a tornado appears to stay in the same spot on your windshield while getting larger, it isn't standing still. It's coming straight at you. That single detail changes everything about which direction is actually safe. Now think about where people are told to hide.
A basement, an interior room, a bathtub. Why does something as simple as a bathtub make the safety list? Cast iron tubs are heavy enough that they sometimes survive when the walls around them don't. Structural engineers studying tornado damage have found something the reframe deserves. The safest place isn't the strongest looking room, it's the room with the fewest walls facing outside. Fewer exterior walls means fewer surfaces the wind can exploit, which means a small closet in the center of a house can outperform a room with windows, no matter how sturdy that room looks. Here's where it gets stranger. Tornadoes generate a pressure drop so extreme that older safety guides recommended opening windows to equalize pressure. That advice turned out to be dangerously wrong. Engineers eventually proved opening windows doesn't relieve pressure, it just gives the wind another way in. Modern research reversed decades of bad advice with one simple correction. Close everything. Get low, get covered. So what actually happens to a person caught outside with nowhere to hide at all? Storm chasers and meteorologists agree on one final option: a low ditch. Lying flat in a ditch keeps your body below the layer of debris moving at the most lethal speed. It isn't about escaping the wind, it's about escaping the object the wind is throwing. Which brings us to the strangest fact of all. Tornadoes are almost completely silent right before they touch down. Survivors often describe an eerie calm in the moments before disaster. Some meteorologists believe this happens because the surrounding air pressure muffles ambient sound just before rotation intensifies.
Which means the quietest moment of the entire storm might be the most dangerous one. So could you actually survive a tornado with nowhere to hide? The odds depend less on where you are and more on how fast you read the signs around you. A green sky, a strange stillness, a funnel that isn't moving on your windshield. These aren't warnings after the fact. They're the last version of a warning you get. Tornadoes have touched down on this planet for millions of years, long before anyone built a basement to hide in. And maybe that's the real reframe. We treat tornadoes like chaos, something random and unstoppable.
But a tornado follows physics with brutal consistency. Pressure, rotation, and the shortest path a storm can take. The only unpredictable part left standing in the equation
is what you decide to do in the next 10 seconds.